What's up, everybody? This is the RC and Peg Show. I am DJ Peg. This is my man, RC the Trackaholiq. We are two DJs from Seattle, and these are the conversations we have after the club, top 5 list. We tell stories, we talk shit, we crack jokes. This is what we do, and we are back at it like crack addicts, and we stay down like a broken...
What?
I fucked that up.
A broken what?
We're back at it like crack addicts, and we stay down like a broken craft. No, we back at it like crack addicts, and we stay down like a broken craftmatic.
A craftmatic.
Because if it's broke, it's gonna stay down. Let's do that shit all over again.
No, we're leaving it. Let's go.
All right, man.
Let's go.
Okay, all right.
Craftmatic, nigga. That's what we do.
Did you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, of course, Peg.
Okay. Look, I used to be a rapper back in 1996.
Let's go.
All right, here we go, man. Top 5 hip hop record labels, man.
Yes.
This one was a little tricky because some of these aren't actual record labels, but you guys get what we're saying, though, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Like, I got record labels. I mean,
I think one of mine isn't a record label.
Okay.
Well, let's go. Let's do it. All right.
Who's going?
You went first last one. I'll go first on this one.
That's terrible.
All right, here we go. That's all right, man. We old, man. You know, bedtime's coming up.
It is creeping up.
It's creeping. We're gonna be sleeping 2 hours. I swear to God, we're gonna be sleeping 2 hours.
So, and I'm thinking you might have this one, but I started with Death Row.
Oh, Death Row?
Do you have this? No,
I do have Death Row.
Okay, so like the one thing about Death Row is like, first of all, in the 90s, around that time, everybody and their mama was starting a record label, right?
Yep.
And Death Row, I wouldn't say that they were the blueprint at all, because of course there were some before them,
right?
But at the time, they just seemed like the boss type shit, you know what I'm saying? And they were the closest to us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the West Coast, and you know, like the way, you know, and the way they moved was like halfway, you know, gangster and totally out of line, but then like, you know, bullied and, you know, shrewd, you know what I'm saying,
right,
with Suge Knight and, you know, Dr. Dre and of course Snoop Dogg, you know, like that dream team of rappers, and then, you know, Tupac comes along. So like just watching that whole thing, which actually was a lot shorter. That whole thing, that whole era was a lot shorter than people realize.
What, maybe 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, maybe, because even when Tupac was like, when he was only out and you know, moving around for like what, 1 or 2 years, I think. You know what I'm saying? But that whole thing was just a whirlwind of just like gangsta, you know, dope music and gangsta shit, and you know, fables and, you know, rumors and shit like that, and some death, but you know, it was highly influential, not only to the culture, but to the way that we did business in the music and record industry.
And then think about it this way, man. There's on Death Row, you can easily say there's 3 albums in everybody's top 5, if not top 10. So you're talking about The Chronic, you're talking about Doggy Style, and All Eyes on Me.
Yes. Yeah.
So I mean, those 3 albums would probably be in somebody's top 5. Definitely somebody. If those 3 albums ain't in your top 10, man, I got to question your hip hop knowledge.
True that. One last thing about that record label is like, you heard the progression of the label and the music. Yeah. You know, on each album. Like Chronic was like timeless, right? But then Doggy Style came out and was like, you know, okay, now this is what we was trying to do. Yeah. And then like Dog Pound came out and was like, okay, Daz, like really? Like just like, you know what I'm saying? And just took off, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you heard the progression in that.
And you know what's crazy? People sleep on that Dog Pound album. That Dog Pound album was filthy.
Yeah, man. Totally.
I just listened
lyrically,
to the whole,
I mean, yeah.
I just listened to the whole thing yesterday. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, definitely Death Row. Here goes another one, Def Jam.
Oh, Def Jam.
Come on, man, that started.
Of course.
You know what's crazy? So let me tell you guys a crazy marketing thing that Russell Simmons did. That we did not know the Beastie Boys were white for a very long time. In real time, we didn't know they was white. Then when he dropped it, it was already too late. You can't say, oh, we don't like them because they're white boys. They had already sold. We had already liked them. And that's crazy. So just from a marketing standpoint. But LL Cool J, the Beastie Boys, man, Redman, Method Man. I mean, Def Jam got some hitters. Plus, it's one of the first record labels. I kind of consider them the pioneer.
Definitely a pioneer. Yeah.
Definitely a pioneer. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So Def Jam, man, they They were the ones that kind of, I would say, started that whole indie record label thing for hip hop. Mm-hmm. Oh, and let's not forget about Warren G. Saved Def Jam. Don't ever forget that.
Definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's crazy because we said Death Row and then we said Def Jam, and the connection is Warren G.
Right, because and the way that he described, like, you know, the way that Death Row had treated him, and he was like, okay, well, I guess I'll go over here.
Yeah.
Then he goes over here and just saves like a whole fucking record company.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You know, like, and just makes timeless, crazy music, man. Shout out to Warren G.
Yep. Who you got next, bro?
Next, I got Rap A Lot.
Yep.
You got, you know, like, first time I heard of Rap A Lot was Ghetto Boys, you know what I'm saying? And that's another one, like, you know, with the progression of things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I heard that also Jay Prince was a shrewd businessman, you know, from what, you know, some of the artists say, but I wouldn't know for sure. But he gave us Ghetto Boys, and then he gave us Scarface. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, even Zero and Devin the Dude came through. You know what I'm saying? So
I forgot about Devin the Dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and I
broccoli
mean, like,
and cheese.
Just in the bathroom boo booing.
Yeah, I forgot about that joint.
So,
bro,
like,
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, bro. You got to give it up to Rap A Lot Records.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Rap A Lot. That was third on my list too. So let me jump. I'm gonna go a little East Coast. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do Duck Down Records to all my East Coast heads. You guys, you should know about Duck Down. That's Black Moon, Helter Skelter, Smith and Wesson. Know what I mean? And man, to me, I felt like Duck Down is true meaning of like underground, grimy hip hop. They're spitters, and I met them guys. Man, they're super cool, man. You know what I mean? So Duck Down Records for sure.
Okay,
that's why I said. Because the Duck Down is really a record label. I know they are, but I think it's a management team too.
Oh, yeah. You
know what I mean? That's why I said, you know. But yeah, Duck Down Records for sure.
All right. So my next one is, of course, Ruthless Records. I don't mean to go all West Coast, but then, you know, that's what it's going to be.
I mean, Ruthless started it. I mean, it goes from Ruthless to Death Row, right?
Well, it definitely goes from Ruthless to
Ruthless
Death Row.
to Aftermath Ruthless to Death Row to Aftermath, right?
Death Row, then Aftermath, through Dr. Dre. Ruthless Records, you know what I'm saying, started by Eazy-E and Jerry Heller, you know what I'm saying. There was, once again, some shrewd business going on, you know, a little bit of conflict of interest, a little, like Ice Cube always says, a little hands in the cookie jar type shit, you know what I'm saying. Some people didn't get paid, you know, like, I mean, like, you know, I think, like, one thing about that Ruthless Records wake is I feel kind of bad for, like, I think, I don't know, I mean, Yella, I guess he, you know, he was there, he was the DJ,
right? But
like MC Ren, who was just like a phenomenal rapper and lyricist, man, like he didn't like transcend like, you know, everybody else did. And then of course you got Doc, you know, the DOC, who just had a freak accident that you know that ended his rap career, at least vocally. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know, and specifically, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what happened to his throat and his voice. Yeah. Which is, you know, crazy. But I mean, shit, Ruthless Records, I mean, and
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, that's right. And and JJ Fad, who's actually keeping the lights on at Ruthless.
Yeah, and you know, and Above the Law.
And of course, Above the Law.
Yeah,
you know?
Come on, man. Yeah.
No, wait, that might be MC Ren's label. I'm not sure. Was CPO on Ruthless Records?
I can't
remember either. But he might have been under Ren. I think Ren was trying to get something started. But yeah, CPO. If you want to talk about a crazy off spin, I don't know what happened to him, but Capital Punishment Organization. Yeah, crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, Ruthless Records.
Okay, man, this one was hard. I had to go between two. They're both from down south. I went with No Limit over Cash Money because No Limit was first.
Right.
Like people don't know.
I got No Limit too.
Yeah, No Limit's been around since the 90s. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Man, Master P, man, I mean, what can I say? Man, I mean, he put out so many people. I mean, besides him, True, you know what I mean? C Murder, Silk the Shocker, Mia X.
Right.
But man, he was putting out albums like crazy with the crazy graphics on. Oh, and Snoop, that's crazy. Yeah, Snoop was on it. He kind of protected Snoop from Suge when Suge wanted to have his head.
Yeah.
But
and I think he might have cut like one of the coldest record deals. I think he did. I think he did that before E40 and them.
Yeah.
Or maybe it might have been after that.
Yeah, but definitely, and just a businessman, man. Like, too many people don't complain about him. Like he taught them guys how to get money. Like he was showing them and everything.
And he taught himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they said like when Master P was in I think Richmond. I think he was living in the Bay somewhere.
Yep.
And he said he basically said, look, I talked to every single person I passed or came in contact with to sell a record.
Right.
And when you look at the odds, you might be back home by the afternoon with no CDs and a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But one thing I'll say, like, because some people, they're too cool for school. Like, they're too cool to be out there, hand to hand combat when that was the only way we used to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he did it to, and he has some other cool tricks of the trade that we had heard about, through the streets. But I didn't like most of that music though, to be honest. But No Limits on my list. But Silk the Shocker, I mean, of course, he's whack. And Master P's not a great rapper except for the Ice Cream Man joint, the Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. Yeah. But I can't take you can't take it away from him as a record company.
But here's the thing, he made some hitter hits.
Oh, he made anthems.
Yeah, he made. Like
Bout It, and
what was it? What was it? Nigga, like, huh? Nigga, what? Huh? Give a
Young
fuck,
Bleed.
nigga. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song?
How You Do That?
How You Do That? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean? Honorable mentions, man. I'm just gonna give 2 honorable mentions, man. Cash Money, because come on, man.
Of course.
And then Sick With It Records.
Oh, of course, Sick With It Records. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Fed Seattle with some of that good culture and good music.
And E40, I actually bought a CD from E40.
Word.
Before he made it big up at Zest off of Othello and Rainier.
That's crazy.
He was in the Cutlass.
Yeah.
And I bought his CD. Yep. Mr. Flamboyant.
That's crazy.
Yep. That's real talk, man. So, all right, man, let's recap real quick. So, top 5 hip hop record labels. I went with Def Jam Records, Death Row Records, Rap-A-Lot Records, Duck Down Records, and No Limit Records. And which ones you go through?
So I had a couple of the same ones, but Death Row, Rap-A-Lot Records, Ruthless Records. Oh, we skipped one of mine.
Which one?
I had Luke Skywalker.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah, Luke Skywalker.
So I put Luke Skywalker because, of course, they made some of the raunchiest shit that we had ever heard in our lives. Even made NWA blush. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just like, oh my God! Like I had to dub that tape and literally hide it under my mattress. You know what I'm saying? And listen to it at a low volume until I got a Walkman.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, we owe. It all to Luke Skywalker, Uncle Luke and Luke Skywalker Records, because they fought for hip hop in the court, and got us the explicit lyrics sticker, and stood up for us, for freedom of speech.
And everybody ate off that one, not just like rappers right now to this day.
Like, it was a pivotal time in hip hop history of what he just went to the mat for. You know what I'm saying? He was just that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Luke Skywalker Records. That was my other one.
Okay, cool. All right, man. That's it for this one, man. Once again, man, go to the YouTube, go to the Spotify, man. We are Apple Podcasts. Subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what you guys like and don't like. RC, anything you want to say?
Well, you said it all.
I said it all.
Yeah, but just we need your support. Help us grow. You know what I'm saying? I know you guys like to look and listen, but we gonna need y'all to contribute. You know what I'm saying? And help out. All you balling ass people that watch us. Give us $1. Shit. Give me $1.
Give me $1.
But we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Until next time, man. Peace.